The assassin, determined to eliminate the wealthy tycoon on a remote island, first took a boat to a location just offshore. Next, he strapped on a special stabilizer typically used in filmmaking, and Jackal mounted his sniper rifle onto it. He was about to attempt an incredibly difficult hit, taking out a target from 4,000 meters away while positioned on a small, swaying boat. What made this mission so daunting was that the tycoon never needed to leave his heavily guarded private island. Within a 2-mile radius, elite security teams patrolled around the clock. Even merchants delivering supplies had to undergo the most rigorous full-body searches before stepping foot on the island. For Jackal, sneaking onto the island was out of the question, but after days of careful observation, he discovered the tycoon had one daily habit: swimming in the sea every morning. That was when Jackal devised a plan that no one else would have even considered. Posing as a birdwatcher filming seagulls, he rented a small boat and sailed close to the island. Then he quickly took out the boat's owner and got to work assembling his sniper setup. Firing from the water was an entirely different beast than shooting on land. Even the slightest wave could throw off his aim. Jackal explored various options before settling on a powerful mechanical stabilizer. As always, he came prepared with just 4 bullets for the mission. Once the equipment was ready, he loaded the first round into the chamber. Without hesitation, he aimed near the patrolling guards to test the trajectory. When he pulled the trigger, the bullet took a few seconds to reach its target, but it landed with pinpoint precision. The stabilizer worked even better than he had expected. Just as Jackal settled in to wait for his target, a drone suddenly buzzed overhead. It was part of the tycoon's offshore security patrol. Thinking fast, Jackal threw a coat over his sniper rifle and grabbed a fishing rod, pretending to be a local angler. Sure enough, his boat showed up on the security team's monitor. Fortunately, this particular vessel was a regular in the area and still outside the 2-mile restricted zone. The security chief did not order an interception. He simply told the team to keep a close eye on it. Soon the tycoon, clearly in good spirits, appeared at his private dock, surrounded by bodyguards and getting ready for his swim. Jackal sprang into action, quickly equipping himself and loading the second bullet. Just as he locked in and began lining up the shot, a speedboat suddenly roared past. The resulting waves rocked Jackal's boat violently, ruining the perfect window for the kill. He scrambled to regain control, but by the time he was ready to fire again, the tycoon had already leapt into the water. In the security control room, staff noticed Jackal's boat had been stationary for too long. A drone was dispatched to investigate, but Jackal was a step ahead. He immediately activated a signal jammer, cutting off the drone's connection. The machine spiraled out of control and plunged into the sea. Now convinced of an imminent threat, the security chief shouted a warning to the tycoon to stay underwater, but Jackal, even without visual confirmation of his target, stayed cool under pressure. He calmly calculated how long the tycoon could hold his breath. Meanwhile, the tycoon was swimming desperately toward shore. Jackal, composed and unshaken, kept his eyes on the water, carefully watching for any movement while slowing his own